Hi everybody and welcome back to Emmy Lou Books. In today's video I'm going to be doing a book discussion about Sadie by Courtney Summers. So for those of you who don't know what the story is about, I'm going to give you a very brief synopsis without giving too much away. It follows a 19-year-old girl called Sadie, and right at the beginning of the book she discovers that her younger sister Mattie has been brutally murdered. Knowing this, Sadie runs away from home as she is determined to track down the person responsible for killing her younger sister and bringing them to justice. So this story is kind of told from a dual perspective. We have some chapters that are Sadie and some chapters that are from Wes McCrae. And Wes McCrae is a journalist and an interviewer. He runs his own podcast and he's basically telling the story of Sadie, and it kind of goes back and forth between the two. So I was watching a lot of YouTube videos and book reviews about Sadie, and everybody was saying that this has to be listened to in audiobook, and I didn't really have an app with which to listen to books, so I actually downloaded Audible just so I could listen to Sadie. That's how badly I wanted to hear the story, and everybody was right. It was absolutely amazing in audiobook. It's a full cast. The music even is really amazing. It was just a really dark and interesting story. So Sadie does cover a lot of really sensitive topics. So we have things like child abuse and extreme violence, murder and that kind of thing. So you should definitely know that before going into the book. It's handled absolutely amazingly. Courtney Summers does a really good job of being sensitive about these matters while at the same time using it as a form of entertainment to tell the story. This was my first book by Courtney Summers, and I did a little bit of research about the author, and I can see from her previous books that she doesn't necessarily shy away from the tough topics, which I absolutely love because I love books that are a little bit dark and deal with some taboo subjects. So I think after this I am definitely going to pick up another book by Courtney Summers. So if you do want to read Sadie, I would highly recommend listening to it in audiobook, but if you're unable to do that, then reading the book, an actual physical copy, I think would be just as good. It's just the audiobook for me, and this was actually my first ever audiobook. I'd never listened to an audiobook before, believe it or not, and I don't know whether it was just because it was my first audiobook, but something about it was just really special. So I gave Sadie 5 out of 5 stars. It is definitely one of the best books that I've read in 2018. I absolutely loved it. The ending is a little bit open-ended, and I wish that we knew a little bit more about what happened, but I don't know, maybe there'll be a Sadie part 2, but even if there's not, I'm really happy with the book, and I think that this is a story that's going to stay with me for a really long time. So thank you very much for watching my video. I will see you soon for another video, and please do read Sadie or listen to it or whatever, because it really is fantastic. And I will see you soon for another video.